Chapa, good day, good evening, good morning, wherever you're tuning in from. It's a little in the evening for me this afternoon. This evening has been a long one, but a good one. Every day's a holiday. Every day is a good day. Just some days are better than others. That's what one of my patients always likes to say. And I think it's a good way to enter into the new week is to come in with an attitude of gratitude. So I hope that you're excited as I am to bring you a message of hope and healing and restoration. So the last few weeks we've been talking about hormones. We're talking about female hormones. We've been talking about menopause and perimenopause and imbalances in hormone cycles. Well, tonight I decided to take care of my brothers. You know, the brothers from another mother's. The men. These guys need support as well. And if they want to live their best, be their best, perform their best, they best be getting this right. Dudes need nutrients, they need minerals, and they need care. So I always wanted to come after the guys and say, dude, this is why I got into practice. This is what my hope, desire was early on whenever I started this journey, is I wanted to teach people how to live better, be better, and stay better one bite at a time. So I get excited about bringing nutrition to the table and teaching people that they can live better, they can stay better, they can thrive in a world that is trying to suppress you and keep you from being your best each and every day. Instead, you can fight back by making good, positive health choices. It's your life, it's your health, it's your choice. So tune in and get ready. Buckle up, Buttercup. We got a great in-store message for you. And when you dial in the minerals, and this really goes for everybody, but guys, if you get your mineral levels right, you'll be electrically active and your heart will be strong and you won't be, somebody that's looking for energy and looking for testosterone shots and looking for the fake cures that are out there. Instead, you'll be performing at next level opportunity. And that's what I want people to grab hold of. So as we dial in this evening, buckle up and let's get started. Why zinc? Magnesium are nutrient dense in the body for those that thrive, and why these matter if you want good testosterone, and why do these matter if you want good recovery. The secret sauce is also an added bonus that we'll talk about at the end. So stick around for the hidden cure that will help your body come into balance more effectively, faster than ever. And the hidden mineral crisis can be dealt with along the way, day in and day out. This is stuff that you got to work on. Many men focus on protein. I know protein is the fundamentals, right? It breaks down into amino acids, right? It helps the body do what it needs to do in the recovery realm, whether it's valine, whether it's citrate, whether it's leucine or isoleucine. Guys, it's important. And then especially exercise. If you're not building those legs, right? Don't skip leg day. If you want a strong back, you have to work out the back and make sure that your big muscle groups are being targeted. And of course, you better be supplementing like a madman. And yes, I do believe that these are all true fundamentals that we all have to participate in. But don't forget the minerals, the power up all hormones in the body. Without minerals, you cannot drive the system. I always like to say in my office, hey, all these tools that I have in here that are plugged into the wall, they're nothing more than paperweights if I don't have minerals. Minerals are the electrical energy that make these systems work like they're supposed to. Without the right minerals, the body struggles. You get low energy, you get poor circulation, poor recovery, you get reduced testosterone, you get brain fog, and your system just isn't able to unwind well without some sort of unwinding agent like alcohol or sleep aids or nighttime depressive meds that people are taking on the regular. Your hormones need nutrients to be stable and balanced and perform well. They need to be fueled. They need more than a workout. So if you are simply relying on working out and skipping the kitchen, you are missing a huge piece of your healthcare plan. So I want to make sure you are clear that when you take care of your body and you want good healthy hormones, guys, you have to make sure, yes, you are exercising. If the dude don't move, the dude don't groove, but you've got to tack the kitchen. You've got to get in there and make the best choices possible. Testosterone is built from nutrients. Testosterone isn't just about age. It is influenced by nutrient status. What is nutrient status? Vitamins, minerals, essential fatty acids. Many people are walking around today deficient. Why? The soils are deficient. Why? They're putting in fake food, make-believe food. They're putting in synthetic vitamins. They're not putting in high-quality nutrients. 98.5% of all the nutrients on the market today, the supplemental industry today, is synthetic, and it is not designed to serve you well. We want to make sure that we are teaching you who and where those 2.5% reside. So it's really important to recognize that what you put in your body matters. Sleep quality. If you're not resting well, you're not producing good, healthy hormones for recovery, regeneration, and giving your body the best chance possible to have the best quality hormone status that you can have. And for you to age gracefully, you have to sleep well and recover. We need a minimum of 6 hours, and I think really even more than that. We need to be in the 7.5-hour department at minimum in order to be our best and be getting better and better HRV or heart rate variability scores in order to maximize whether or not we need to be pounding it tomorrow or if we need to be kind of dialing back and restoring ourselves. Stress levels. Guys are time and tested, stressed out and anxious, trying to do what they need to do to be responsible, taking care of their families, which I'm a firm believer. I'm a guy, I get all of that. Of course I do. And stress is a really major player. So I always tell my men patients that, hey, if you're not managing and handling your stress well, you're going to be depleted in many areas. And of course, when we look at your hormones, your testosterone specifically, your free T, your total T, your sex hormone binding globulin, all these different aspects of how your body should be operating will be out of balance. And the stress is oftentimes at the root of it. No one was ever designed to run from the metaphoric grizzly bear day in and day out. And then of course, the mineral balance, the vitamins, the minerals are always key. I could even put here essential fatty acids because I need a taxi service to get these nutrients to their destination. And that's an important part of what we're always working towards. When I'm working with patients, I remember a long time ago that I started looking at people's pH and their pH in their body. It's basically how does the body manage acidity? If the blood gets acidic or if the blood gets out of balance from its neutrality state, the body gets sick quick, fast, in a hurry. So we have to buffer the pH. And how do we do that? With minerals, and more minerals. How do we do that? By deburdening the body of infections or metals and chemicals that are robbing the body of minerals that will cause it to go into an acidic state. So mineral balance is a critical part of managing one's pH levels. Their overall systemic pH determines whether or not they're riding inflamed on the regular. And when we do our metabolic studies in our office with blood testing, or when we start checking the endocrine axis, or we start doing orthostatic hypertension testing, or we start looking at the signs and the symptoms of low testosterone, when we evaluate zinc, or how guys wake up in the morning. Are they a little stiff or are they a little not so much? Well, a lot of times people think just because you've gotten older and you're in your 40s, that stuff shouldn't be happening anymore. Oh, and of course they wake up 1, 2, 3, 4 times a night to pee. That's not normal. And so we have to be looking at why is their body breaking down and why is it showing signs of aging? When minerals are low, the body ages fast. Your body cannot balance the hormones effectively if your minerals are depleted. And too often, guys, the fatigue levels are an indicator. The low motivation is an indicator. The poor recovery and low circulation are an indicator that your system is out of balance. I could sit on this slide forever. And here's the deal. Zinc, the testosterone mineral, it has to be right. And for a lot of reasons. Zinc is more than just a testosterone mineral. It's got 300 different jobs in the body. 300. Wow. That's skin, that's hair, that's nails. Who doesn't want a good vibrant skin, good healthy hair, good strong nails? Who doesn't want a strong heart? Who doesn't want good digestion? Who wants a vibrant immune system? Somebody's put it in the chat below. Hey, if you're married to a husband, don't you want your husband to feel good? Don't you want him to perform good? You better make sure his zinc levels are up. But you just don't want to take any type of zinc. I use about 3 different types of zinc in my office for different reasons. I use the zinc to stimulate the chief cells of the stomach to produce better stomach acids. I also use different types of zinc to lift up, kind of like in the olden days, the grease on the pan, you put 1 drip of the special soap and boom, the grease lifts. I use certain types of zinc to get those funky buildup off the tissues to increase surface area for maximum restoration and recovery through real estate of the gut lining. The zinc plays a major role in how your body forms neuromuscularly, immunologically, and of course your overall sex drive, sperm health. So common causes of zinc deficiencies is stress. It will rob a person. And when you start seeing that excessive white herring start to come out, that's a sign that zinc levels are out of balance. Stress draws on your reserves. Processed foods, of course, will absolutely deplete the body, not just of zinc, but many types of minerals. Excessive sugar. If you're literally loading up every day, every night on sugar, you're asking for TREVLE. Trouble. We don't want to be doing that, guys. Low zinc is linked to low testosterone and poor recovery. And of course, the stamina of the day is not there. It's hard to find your rhythm. It's hard to find your groove. It's hard to get up and go. Magnesium, the recovery mineral. Every night before bed, I take zinc and I take magnesium, and I literally watch my body just go into a sleep state. Why? Because zinc and magnesium at nighttime restore the digestive tract, prepare the stomach for digestion better tomorrow, and the magnesium helps the soft tissue, the muscles in my skeletal system, in my smooth muscle, in my gut lining, as well as in my heart perform better. It relaxes the body. It improves the depth of sleep. And when you wake up in the morning with deep sleep and a good HRV score, you know you're ready to tackle the day. Your recovery rate is better. And of course, this supports testosterone, because the more growth hormone you get, the more recovery you get, the more your body's ready to give to the sex drive systems. You know, when you're stressed out and you're running from a metaphoric grizzly bear, your adrenaline is high, your epinephrine is high, you're living on the cortisol curves. Guess what? Your body is robbing your sex hormones, converting sex hormones into stress hormones, and lo and behold, they are depleted. Now you don't have the mojo. You don't have the high T any longer. Many men are magnesium deficient, and this is why their hormones are out of balance. And yes, men go through menopause too. It's called andropause. And I remember this one guy, he was a steroid monkey, and man, he was a hardcore fella, and he loved his steroids. His testosterone was running like 2,000, and he was every bit of a gym rat meathead. And he would always joke around that I got more drugs in me than MD Anderson. Well, I don't know if that's going to be a long time play for that type of attitude. I wouldn't be bragging about that. And I never could wrap my head around injecting myself with artificial drugs in order to enhance the body, only to become a glorified trophy. So I wanted to become a functional, fit fellow. I wanted to be able to lift heavy things, of course. I wanted to make sure I didn't skip leg day, of course. But I also want to make sure that I have longevity. Longevity is key. And living long and prospering, like Spock says, nano, or Mark and Mindy, your call. Symptoms have to be regulated. So if you cannot fall asleep, if you can't stay asleep, you have a problem on the horizon. If your muscles are crampy, now I will tell you, I would rather my muscles in my legs cramp than for my heart muscle to cramp. Whew, that'd be bad news bear. But the reality is that's an indicator. Anxiety, nervousness, overwhelm, constantly feeling like you're on edge, looking for alcohol to unwind, a nightcap, or having a midlife crisis. These are all indicators that your mineral levels are low. Not just magnesium, of course, but many minerals, but this is a key one, okay? Fatigue. If you go to bed and you wake up more tired in the morning than when you went to bed, that's an indication that you are fatigued. If you go to bed and you are tired because you have a long day, a long week, but you wake up refreshed and ready to rock and roll tomorrow, what I like to say, clock, and ready to rock, baby, then you know that your symptoms are being restored through sleep, and that's good, okay? But if you have poor sleep, muscle cramps, anxiety, fatigue, and heart palpitations, you start noticing the recovery doesn't happen, and your stamina and mojo by the end of the week is gone, and you don't want to get out of bed, you don't want to go to the gym, that's a problem. Or worse, if you've lost your drive for life, if you don't want to, that stuff, get it on. That is a problem. If you don't want to attack the world and go after the next mountaintop moment. I heard this pastor one time say he loves and he's walked with the Lord for so long that he's 77 years old and still praying for, Lord, bring me through to the next mountaintop, because he's accomplished so much in his life. Magnesium helps the body restore energy overnight. I find a lot of high achievers, high influencers, high level CEOs, high level impact makers are people that are taking the bull by the horns. They are supplementing regularly. They are not leaving it to chance that their body can handle it on its own. This is where people like Dr. Chapa get in the boat with people, teach them how to live better, be better, stay better through lifestyle practice, lifestyle choices. And you can go to drchapawellness.com and you can learn. You can learn how to live your best. I've done over 50 detoxes. I have done over 30 gallbladder flushes. I have done juice feast. I have done carnivore. I've done keto. I have a mineral repletion program. I got a lymphatic washing program, a digestive restoration program, all to help the body perform better. Because when life happens, and it's going to, your minerals will be depleted. Chronic stress burns through minerals faster than you can shake a stick at. And this guy does. Doesn't he look haggard? He didn't even fix his hair today. This is a problem. He's already rubbing his mid-morning brow, and it's not even 10 a.m. He's not even sure how he's going to get through the day. This is high cortisol leading to low testosterone, poor sleep, and increased inflammation all throughout his body. This is going to cause his body to be slow in the recovery department, and his body will not perform well or ever if his body is stressed out, drained of nutrients, and he is going day to day wishing he could just go on a vacation, wishing he could just go home and it's not even noon. This is real. People are tired. People are fatigued. People aren't getting the recovery they need. And cortisol is a real hormone that overstressed will deplete your body faster than you can shake a stick at it. So signs you may need more minerals, that you're chronically fatigued. What does that mean? That means you do not have the gusto to get up in the morning after you've had a night of sleep. The night that sleep that you had was filled full of dreams and nightmares or wicked, wild, bizarre, funky, exotic dreams. If you're watching movie reels in your nighttime sleep cycles, your body isn't healing. That's going to lead to that chronic fatigue. It's going to lead to burnout. Nobody needs to be burned out, guys, especially the guys. You got to lead your families. You got to lead your brides. You got to take care of your kiddos. You got to help them see that they are secure and safe with you around. And we want you to be your best and perform your best. If you're not motivated to tackle the world and to go through the day full steam and come home and reset, reboot, and do it again, you are missing an opportunity to feel better, and you are just leaving it to the aging curve that your doctor may have told you. Well, that just happens when you're 40. That just happens when you're 50. Baloney Mahoney, man. You should be amazing and alive at 65, fully thriving at 75. They say the average 65 to 95-year-old going on to becoming a centenarian had their best years between 65 and 95, still impact making. Who, put it in the chat below, wants to be an impact maker? And don't forget, I got something special to share with you here at the back end of this that's not even in my slides, but I want to throw it out there because I think it will help change how you see minerals and like zinc and magnesium more than just simple minerals, but as true activation for what needs to come next. Slow muscle recovery. You go to the gym and it takes you 2 or 3 days to recover and heal. That is an indication that your body is depleted. Brain fog, poor sleep. You can't remember why you walk into a room, and then of course you can't fall asleep and stay asleep well. You're tossing and turning, beating up your pillow. And then of course the libido. That is gone. These can be nutrient signals, not just aging. Age is only a number, so says the great Gary Knoll, and I believe him. And I believe that you can live your best and be better than you are, but you have to start making better choices. That is a fact, Jack. You've got to make that happen. Foods that support mineral balance. So whole food is always best. When we look at whole food complexes filled full of zinc, guess what? Beef is all day, every day at the top of the list. Pumpkin seeds, all day, every day, easy. And also very restorative to getting rid of bugs and burdens that you might be getting exposed to. Oysters, one of the best sources of pure protein ever, and it's like pure level amino acids. Eggs are the incredible edible food source that balances protein, fat, all throughout your bodies and its needs. So every one of these foods will stabilize your blood sugar. This is really cool, and it's rich in zinc. Now, magnesium-based foods are your dark leafy greens, avocado, almonds, dark chocolate. A lot of things of the dark leafy green, the avocado, the nut family, and the dark chocolate are also brain foods. We could throw in some brain berries in there, and we could get in some broccoli and cruciferous vegetables in there. But magnesium rich right here and zinc rich right here on this chart will help you be starting to apply first steps and things that you can do to start making tomorrow a better day and balancing those hormones and getting your testosterone levels back up. Recovery is where growth happens. So muscles don't grow during workouts. You actually tear them down when you're working out. They grow during recovery and rest. But do you know most people don't Sabbath? Most people don't rest well. Most people don't understand that it is more than just sleep. You've got to know when to hold them, and you got to know when to fold them, so says the song. Mineral support helps your body remain calm under stress. It helps your body repair and recover after the stress goes away. It keeps your body in balance hormonally throughout the ages, throughout all of your life, and you are less likely to run off the rails and become a hey girl and become a midlife crisis andropause man. We don't want that for you. Nervous system recovery, cellular energy production. Recovery helps your nervous system shift into a parasympathetic state, which is called rest and digest, healing and repair. If we can get rest and digest happening, your body's going to recover and digest better. And if we can get recovery happening, shifting a person into a parasympathetic state, your body will thrive. Cellular energy will be naturally produced. With proper recovery, without proper recovery, performance, of course, is through the window, right? I mean, you've lost it. So we've got to make sure that we're taking care of these things. We don't want you running around half full. Functional medicine looks deeper. Dr. Chapa looks deeper. We are digging deeper into the mask of the accelerated aging curve. Why is your body low on steam and energy? And yes, testosterone's a player, but is testosterone the end key ingredient? No, there's minerals and there's vitamins and there's essential fatty acids and there's other burdens that will keep your body from performing well. We're getting close to the end. I hope you're ready. Possible root causes include mineral deficiencies. Well, I think I've kind of beat that dead horse. Gut dysfunction. That's a major one. That's where I want to get to. Blood sugar imbalances and then chronic stress. These are the roots. Now, chronic stress is interesting because it's your life, your health, your choice. So you have to figure out a way to make better choices and choose a different way of life so that your body's not wound up so tight that one day you just simply pop. You can't give into the cravings at night whenever your blood sugar has been gassed all day long, and then you come home stressed and adrenaline dump happens and you just look for that quick fix, comfort food. Remember, we don't serve the God of comfort. We serve a comforter called God who will help carry us through all the stresses and all the challenges of life, and we can do it with a smile on our face, with a spring in our step, and joy in our spirit, day in and day out. So restoring balance starts at the cellular level. Nutrition starts at the cellular level. Food is medicine. You've got to grab hold of this. But the gut lining is the secret sauce. If the gut lining is being bombarded with metabolic inflammatory engines like gluten or dairy or soy or corn or peanuts or alcohol or dyes or high fructose corn syrup or artificial sugars or partially hydrogenated oils. Oh my gosh, the list is so long. Your gut lining begins to rip apart, and that leaky gut sets you up for bioburden failure. That allows your body to be attacked by bugs that shouldn't be getting in and across the membranes, causing that pH to be out of balance, causing your body to be fighting an internal war as well as an external metaphoric war through the stress pathways. And this is going to wreck your blood sugar. This is going to cause that gut lining to become leaky. Many of you have heard leaky gut. If you followed me for any length of time, I did a whole holobiome seminar series where we look at the gut brain, the gut lung, gut skin, gut metabolism, gut thyroid, liver. The gut is affecting everything. And so we've got to start working on and restoring your gut lining. Well, how do we do that? Well, we do that by teaching your gut lining to thrive. So we support it with certain specific types of probiotics every night before bed. And then we also build you in the daytime with amino acid like L-glutamine. And this seals and heals the gut lining. This stimulates those healthy bacterium in your gut while you're sleeping in order to produce more B vitamins, to produce more neurotransmitters. You have 3 million more neurotransmitters in your digestive tract than you do in your brain. And if your gut lining is healthy, you're restoring your body back into ideal health to a point of thriving because you got your healthy B vitamins in check. You have your healthy neurotransmitters in check. That way, whenever you get stressed, you can still remain at peace. You can still remain joyful. You can pump the metaphoric brakes so that your body stays in balance. The body can restore its energy pathways. The body will balance its hormone pathways. The body will become more vital and vibrant if you give it the right recipe. And here it is. It's proper nutrients, balanced sleep, and balanced hormones, and reduced stress. Now, some of this sounds easy, right? I know it's simple, but it ain't always easy. But the truth is, you have to just get started. It's a consistency over time that leads to best results, best practice. So I'm always teaching people how to live a better, thriving life. And minerals, minerals, minerals. I could literally work with minerals in your immune cases. I can work with minerals with your hormone cases. I can work with minerals in digestive cases. I can work with minerals in brain cases. I mean, minerals are involved in everything, guys. And we want your body to thrive. So you have to choose better. We teach a root cause principled practice in our Design to Thrive program. Hormone balancing, cellular energy, metabolism boosting, recovering, all through our master's class. So take out your phone and snapshot this QR code. It will take you to our master's class where you can learn more about how to live better, be better, stay better. And if you have specific questions, you can ask. We'll be right there. We'll enroll you in our community. We have ways to encourage you to live a better life. If you've been sick in this last couple 3 months and you've been on an antibiotic or a steroid, you need gut restoration. You need an immune system boost. You need mineral rebalancing. You need us to help you, teach you how to get the recovery you deserve and need day in and day out. So I run a pretty tight life, man. I'm go time all the time, and I'm a pretty busy fella. And the way I enjoy my day in our Design to Thrive program. Hormone balancing, cellular energy, metabolism boosting, recovering, all through our master's class. So take out your phone and snapshot this QR code. It will take you to our master's class where you can learn more about how to live better, be better, stay better. And if you have specific questions, you can ask. We'll be right there. We'll enroll you in our community. We have ways to encourage you to live a better life. If you've been sick in this last couple 3 months and you've been on an antibiotic or a steroid, you need gut restoration. You need an immune system boost. You need mineral rebalancing. You need us to help you, teach you how to get the recovery you deserve and need day in and day out. So I run a pretty tight life, man. I'm go time all the time, and I'm a pretty busy fella. And the way I enjoy my day to day is I'm constantly reaching for restoration recovery. I do that through vitamins, minerals, essential fats. I do that through immune boosting protocols. I do that through a good, healthy, hearty diet. And I do that through proper rest and relaxation. And I do that to the best of my ability to enjoy those relationships around me that are so precious to me, like my wife, my children. And it is a great honor to be alongside them and teach them how to live a better version of themselves. My 20-year-old is starting to see the change. My 17-year-old is starting to see the shifts and how wheat and dairy are wrecking his health and causing his sinuses to be messed up. My 14-year-old is very disciplined and very tenacious when it comes to how to regulate her hormones. My 10-year-old is starting to see that food matters, digestion matters. Life, guys, starts in the gut. The better, healthier, the more vibrant the gut, the more root cause focused you are, the more you take the bull by the horns, you will thrive in a world that's going to try to make you sick. Because if you're eating make-believe food, the best you'll ever have is make-believe health. That's a promise, that's a fact. If you want to live your best, be your best, stay your best, please join our master's class. We want to teach you through all of our easy to contact us through social media and our programs to live a better version of yourself. So at Dr. Chapa Wellness, I'm all about root cause medicine and teaching you a better version of yourself. So I just want to say thank you for tuning in each and every week. It's an absolute joy, pleasure, and honor, and I'm excited to do this thing called life with you. Dr. Chapa is here to serve his community, to take care of his friends, family, and loved ones, and to take care through an example, lead learning, trying to be the best version of myself so that you might be inspired to be the best version of yourself. And guys, your life matters. My dad died on me when I was 19 years old. He was 53, and he had a lot of heart issues, and no one taught him about the power of minerals. No one taught him the power of healthy fats, real good quality fats. In fact, they told him that eggs were bad. They told him that butter was bad. They told him that steak was bad. They wanted him on a vegetarian, vegan diet and to take a bunch of medications. And of course, it was okay if he went to the taco stand and got waffles and tacos and rice and beans for breakfast, as long as he had it with his drugs. Man, and it killed him. The American Heart Association has missed it here. I want to teach people a better way to live, to thrive, to be their best. And I get passionate for you dudes in order to live your best, be your best. If you want to be strong, if you want to be vibrant, if you want to know how to live your best life, please follow me and let me teach you how to be the best version of yourself day in and day out. And guys, remember, Dr. Chapa loves you. And yes, ladies, if your husband hasn't seen this video, you need to get him dialed in, plugged in, tuned in, so he can start living his best life. So send this message to him and tell him to get on it. Let's get after it so we can help him stand tall, to thrive well, and to not just survive, but to thrive in a world that deserves having strong men as leaders. So without further ado, we'll see you guys next week at the same bat time, the same bat channel on the Dr. Chapa Wellness Show. Check ya before you get wrecked, baby. Come on. See ya.